Fala galera, hello family friends, Kevin-James Gonzalez coming to you live from the KJG Production Studio. Listen, we're talking about real estate playbooks. So if you are in the game, this is some of our content creation that we are sharing to how to empower you as a real estate professional and do more business, make more money, because we all need more money. So that's what this show is about. And take a look at these new playbooks that we have coming on. The first one is how to get more money. These are tools that we use in our industry that I'm able to share as playbooks to help you, the professional, as we coach, teach, and train. And now that we're producing actual listings and buyers and servicing real clients. So we want to talk about how to do more money. And the first thing we want to kind of address today is the challenges that you guys all face. For all those entrepreneurs, I'm sure you're in that space. Most real estate businesses are a business within a business, meaning that you're under a broker. So you're responsible for your own cash flow. You're responsible for your own marketing, your own branding, your own signs, your own coaching. And that's a really, really important tool. This is one of the tools that I use that truly helps me as a professional to be more effective when it comes to doing listing presentations. And as many of you know, as I continue to travel and coach and train and teach, these are the tools, these are the playbooks, play by play, and how to win your customers. Because again, guys, we are in a business of trust. And so before we kind of go into it real quick on this particular topic, me, myself, my partner, we deal with the realities of struggle, meaning this whole cycle, sales cycle, where we're just doing really, really good. Then we get really, really busy. Then what happens is we complete those projects, we hit those goals, and then we find ourselves kind of, doing this peak and valley, filling the sales funnel. And then for us, it's like anyone, right? It's cash flow, because if you're in real estate, most transactions take maybe 30 to 45, maybe 60 days. Many of you this year, just in this last month, we ourselves have experienced where clients will be in escrow. You're 2 days away from closing. The thing falls out of escrow and you're like, oh my God, what do I do? Cash flow, right? So part of the solution to that, just like we're finding, we have those same challenges when it comes to our clients who are on billing cycles, meaning that they may be a net 30, net 60. Our big accounts are net 90. And then what happens is you find yourself going, you're 90 days away, you're ready to get a check, and then they'll send something saying, oh, by the way, we're missing some type of paperwork. The invoice didn't have the accurate date. It's always some excuse, right? So then you got to restart that sales cycle. And then you're trying to figure out, well, I'm anticipating to build and run my business so that it could be successful without these peaks and valleys of cash flow. Because as you know, to have cash is one thing, to have cash flow is everything. And so we know having cash, if you're not putting your money to work for you, that's a problem. And so in these tools, we talk about some great topics. And I'm just going to highlight some of these books. And again, if you want information on how to get these, there is some, just reach out to me here live online. You are welcome to do that. If you want to know how to build your business, build a brand that's reputable, that will help you eliminate these peaks and valleys, then just reach out to me. This particular topic talks about the way, why things are changing and small improvements can make big gains. 2, how much staging can really make a difference. And we're talking about how you as a real estate, when you're taking a listing, how to get more money. And I know that you guys, there's nothing that we're talking about today that we are really creating other than the consistency, the education, and the information consistent over time, because we are not sharing anything with you that you probably have not heard. So I don't want to try to discredit or say, hey, we've invented a better way. There's no secrets. At the end of the day, guys, this really comes down to passion, enthusiasm, and commitment. And so one of the things in the business of real estate, you got to be passionate about it. You got to have a lot of enthusiasm. And many of us, even as entrepreneurs, when deals do happen, a lot of times we tend to forget that we need to constantly fill the sales funnel. Because at the end of the day, for every organization, regardless of what industry you're in, the best and most significant way to build a consistent business and a brand over time is to find ways to generate cash flow, meaning that you can continue to build. So you eliminate this peak and valley. That's a really vicious cycle. And I myself and my partner, my team, my group, my village that I am in all believe in mentoring, coaching, being educated, and being open to constantly finding ways and taking information to help us grow our business. And so again, I do know that for me, myself, like I'm sitting here and here we are in June and we're halfway through the year. And I can personally tell you guys, the struggle is absolutely real. It has been a very, very difficult road. And what makes it difficult is trying to find a consistent way to eliminate these really strategic peaks and valleys. Because again, in business, it is always about cash flow. And so I want to kind of go back to help you guys as a professional. Some of the books I have, we'll end up with probably, I'm going to say about 20 by the end of the year. And these books that I've had and work with the group to put together are simply tools that allow me, when I go into a listing presentation, one, you want to know that if you're going to build your business successfully, you have to become an authority, a reliable, trusted resource. You want to become an expert. And the way that I'm able to demonstrate that is not by telling my client, because again, in our industry, when we coach, teach, and train, it's not by telling people, it's about being able to demonstrate the power, the effectiveness, and the realities of what we are doing now that works in today's relevant market. And as you know, the world has changed. There are many changes happening in our industry as realtors, as mortgage professionals. Technology continues to drive and lead the way. Your value proposition, you hear lots of people talking about, like, what's the next thing? And we working with over several thousand real estate professionals in our careers, always get that same question. It happens all the time. Every month, somebody's calling saying, hey, KJ, where can I go? What office can I go to? You know, what broker's doing, you know, this, or who's paying that? And at the end of the day, guys, you know, we always go back to what's really important. Are you consistent? Are you passionate? Are you enthusiastic? Are you always committed to the task that you set before you? And I'm a big guy of, I love the coaching aspect. I know many of us have invested thousands of dollars. We go to these events like Mike Ferry, Anthony Robbins, Tom Ferry, and that's great. But at the end of the day, when you come home and you get this little distraction, right? The shiny penny effect, where you see a shiny penny and then you stop doing what you were doing, and then you walk over to pick it up and you realize that's not helping you make more money. That's distracting. It's like start all over, get in the back of the line. David Halpern, our business coach, has always said that in his education as he continues to share, like, guys, you got to stop paying attention to all these other things. You know, stay committed to the goals and the task at hand. Again, this is about value proposition. So it's always people before profit. And how do we do that? We do that by providing information, education, and tools to our clients that allow us to get more money. And now, as you are clearly aware that this discount brokerage thing continues to affect our industry, and again, we're seeing a lot of things coming down the way here. If you're not in tune with Inman News, if you're not in tune with your board, if you're not in tune with the associations, I assure you, please pay very, very close attention, because all of this will have significant impacts on your ability to build your business. This is a great example, right? We talk about where the world has gone. If you're not familiar, on Friday, June 22nd, here at our studio, we are having another meeting for the eXp Realty model. If you have not heard of it, we encourage you to reach out, attend. These are free events. This is about the changes that are happening in our industry that are affecting lots and lots of lives. And so one of the exciting things about that particular model, it's an online model. If you haven't checked it out, you got to check it out. It's extremely very cool. It's very techy. It's very futuristic. The reality is you feel like you're playing a video game, but you're conducting business on an international, worldwide level platform that you create an emoji. They are a revenue sharing based publicly traded company, which is a beautiful thing. We like the model. We like the concept. That's what we're talking about when we say changes in our industry that will help you make more money. And again, there's a lot of organizations out there. We happen to be here because of our collaborating partnership with this particular organization. There are three guys. It's James, Jerry, and Joseph Limo, Jerry Stapp, and James Contrell that have their model that's out here in the IE that they continue to build and expand. And again, I just want to mention that to you because, again, if you are a professional and you're always looking for the next big thing, the EXP is very exciting. It's very dynamic. And it definitely, we have seen the ability to watch other agents make a significant financial impact. And it's about continuous revenue, not only as a real estate professional by your own transaction, but this is something that you have the ability to come and learn how to create residual income. And you know, guys, in today's day and age, there was this concept about how do I generate multiple revenue streams as a millionaire. Most multimillionaires have multiple revenue streams. This is one of those great tools, again, to help you make more money. And so we don't talk about that company in the book, but again, we want to just make sure that this is our opportunity for the guys that are watching live. If you have any questions, take a look at that model. If you're looking to do, maybe not do more business, but if you're looking to do more residual income, that's really, really important. Back to the topic, more money. So in 2018, as we come to the halfway point, if you look at your model, the questions that you have to ask yourself is, what are you doing different to prepare for the future? Now, you know, as a real estate professional, it's great to get listings. It's great to have buyers. But how do you do that so that beyond yourself, you can generate multiple streams of revenue? There are different organizations out there that have a platform that'll do that. So if you want more information on that, please reach out to me. Again, I want to be considered one of your residential local area experts to help you guys when it comes to your listing presentations, whether you're representing buyers, how to market, how to brand, how to create content. Again, it's about tools. It's about resources. It's about information. It's about entertainment. It's about making the experience and creating an experience for your client that comes to you and says, you know, why should I list with you? You know, there's a lot of other agents that we've been watching pretty closely over the last couple of months that tend to have a platform where they're sharing information. And a lot of the things that they're talking about is really true. Like the big question is, you know, Mr. Agent, I'd love you to list my house. What are you going to do for me? What is your value proposition? And so that has always been, that's not new, but it becomes very much more difficult in 2018 than it ever has been in the history. Because again, guys, if you are not social savvy, if you are not relevant, if you are not out there with your campaign and your messaging, I hate to say it, but you know, you're going to get lost in the business. The time has come for guys to really invest into themselves. It's really invest into your brand, and you really got to rise above the noise. Now, we know, guys, that technology will continue to change and create more efficiencies and make it more attractive for our relationships. So that's what you're competing. If you're like me, that's a relationship, you know, builder, and I have a lot of relationships. The challenge for us is clients who know what I do, knows what we specialize in, would say, KJ, why is it and what am I paying for? What is your value proposition now? So I think that's a really, really important aspect. So there's some other topics that we're going to get onto. I got multiple topics today. The topic that we wanted to address was the more money, which we felt like this is something that we wanted to share with you. So as we wrap this short segment, we're going to continue to produce this content, and we hope that it helps, inspires, encourages, and really gets you to think outside the box. Again, it's about creating you know, your ability to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. We know not many of you love the camera. We know a lot of you don't like to be on film. A lot of you guys think it's really difficult. But for us, we want to be here to educate and empower and show you how to get more money, show you how to bring more value. And we don't want to tell you, we want to show you. So all of these segments that are coming that we're continuing to create as far as content creation, this is for your benefit, so that when you're looking at your model and you're looking at your numbers and you're saying, how do I grow, right? What we measure is what we're going to be able to really see how it grows. That's a really, really important part. So we'll see you on the next segment. As always, guys, if you want any information how to receive today's particular book, just send me an email or reach out to me. You'll find a wealth of knowledge in this tool to help you build your business. Thanks for watching. God bless, be blessed, but most of all, be a blessing. It's a wrap.